Okay, we're back now. I'm just
Your
kidding.
radio voice.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back, guys. No, we're just chilling. So we were just talking about you were in a show choir. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Diamond Bar. I don't know if you guys know that city. It's a very, you know Diamond Bar.
I've heard the name.
It's right next to Roland Heights, which is like
Yeah.
Taipei of LA.
Lots of Asians.
a lot of Asians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my high school, the demographics was like 70% Asian.
Really?
Maybe that's an exaggeration, but it felt like there were a lot of Asians. Definitely more than half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Taiwanese or?
A lot of Taiwanese, a lot of Koreans.
Okay.
I think Taiwanese and Korean were the most at that point. I think now it's changed, but at that time it was a lot of Koreans and Taiwanese. So I was in show choir, and
Were all the other show choir people Asian too?
a good half.
Cool.
A good half.
Sorry, what's show choir?
Show choir is when you incorporate dance and like crazy glittery costumes and you make it a whole show. That's like putting on a show choir, singing as well. And there's another one called chamber choir, which is like a cappella, and it's more of like you're standing there and you're singing.
The not so fun kind.
The not so fun kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
But so show choir, how's that different? It's a performance. Is there story in it, or is it?
No, it doesn't have to. You don't have to create a story, but there are some choirs that do that. They go the extra mile to like maybe add some acting into it. But I think basically it's just dance and choir incorporated together. And it's like if you imagine watching a Broadway performance on Broadway, like that's what it would be.
So it's just like Broadway
Without the
minus
acting,
the acting, minus the dialogue scenes.
Yes.
It's just music.
And dancing and a lot of like.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I had that.
fun.
In high school.
We had Opus at TAS, which is like the top chorus, and we didn't dance, but we did like a little bit of swaying and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it was
Definitely
more,
not like anything too performative, like costumes, dancing.
Yeah, which I wish we had.
So show choir, yeah,
Sounds so fun.
that was new to me.
Yeah.
Show choir.
Yeah.
Was it? How many people were in your school? Was it a
My
public school?
It was a public school. I think maybe like 1,000
Okay,
around.
that's a lot. In high school.
In high school.
That's a lot.
But our high school was like, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, that's a lot. And then was it like a hard to audition for show choir? Like, was it?
I don't think it was hard. I think if you could hold a tune and you could smile while singing, like you could probably get in. It wasn't too difficult.
Okay.
No.
And but did you have to like audition for solos too?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Did you, did you have any solos?
Oh, yes.
What did,
I was getting those solos.
Nice. What did you sing?
I remember we sang Call Me. Call Me.
Oh, by Blondie.
Blondie. Yeah, that was one solo that I
Sick.
got.
That sounds sick.
And also, I don't want a lot for Christmas. Yeah,
Classic.
that one.
Tough
Yeah, you
song.
you have a very like Broadway voice. Like because I remember so when I first saw you, when I first heard of you, was when you came to Taiwan to do a singing show, a variety singing show.
Yes.
And I just remember your voice being very big and very like Mariah Carey-esque, very not your traditional like Mando pop kind of voice. And
Yeah.
I guess that's where you got it from all the show choir years. So.
Definitely. And like, I didn't really listen to Mando Pop as a kid. I listened to, like you said, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera. Those were like the divas.
Belting divas, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I started singing by impersonating those artists.
We should have done more music episodes for the Jennie Show.
It's okay. We'll find something to do with you musically. It'll be fun.
By the time this airs, we already wrapped season 2, so we didn't. Unfortunately, we didn't get a musical episode in there, but
it's hard, man. I think
three.
we really wanted to do a lot of things with the show, and screen time was an issue. It's like we really overestimated how much content you can put into 3 minutes. Like how much to make a story make sense and still be interesting and still be funny in 3 minutes. you can only do like one thing basically.
I'm so shocked that like, cause like the time we take in the booth to like record it all, it feels like a good chunk. But then when you piece it all together, it's literally only 3 minutes, and like it makes me wonder how long does it take to record like a 30-minute episode or an hour-long show?
Or a
Totally.
movie, or like like Lion King, right?
Yeah,
To
Months
yeah.
of recording.
well, we can talk about the process of voice recording, because I think the way we did it was more or less unconventional, where we would go through the story line by line, and you didn't have a partner to do the scene with. How did that, was that different than kind of what you were used to, or?
Well, I was not used to anyway because it was my first time recording for an animation. I think, so basically we were in the booth and there was like a computer screen in front of me, and I would see the graphics, whether they were more roughly sketched, or in season 2 we were doing it to like the finished product. And I think like, and also I would always hear your version first, the version that you voiced over. So I would kind of already get a grasp of the speed of how this line should be spoken and the dynamics of it all. So,
Did
yeah.
you? Yeah. So talk about the demo. So did you, after you hear the line from the demo, what was your process like? Would you try to replicate that, or kind of just, okay, let me try one, kind of just how I would do it first?
I think season 1 I was more doing my own thing. I feel like I was trying to do my own takes on the lines.
Yeah.
Just like with intonation, with where I would accent parts in the script. And then I think it just depended on the script and if I felt like inspiration with how the emotion should flow. But otherwise, I feel like when I hear it from the demo, and I would probably try it a couple times that way, and unless like inspiration sparks to try it another way, then I would change it up.
Does doing it line by line, is it challenging? Because you build up an emotion, and then we move on to the next line. I mean, we try to piece the lines as emotionally connected as possible.
Yeah.
Where we would, okay, these two lines kind of make sense for you to do it in one take, and some other lines it would just be kind of more sporadic, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think we did group it quite more, like the emotional flow would not be like broken up. And I remember there was, on season 2, there was like 4 paragraphs, and you were just like, just go and just say it how you would be in the emotion, and go with how you feel. And you gave me the creative space to just say it how I would say it.
Yeah.
And I think that you did a really good job, like with like choosing which phrases to piece together and when to just let me say it. And then,
Sounds like lazy directing. Just
No,
go.
I think it was good that we pieced it together, like with maybe 2 phrases this time and then 1 phrase next time, because the timing, because especially with season 2 was more difficult with that. The image was already like
we
finished
finished
product.
the animation already. Where season 1 we went with just the animatic
I
motion
think
board.
that's why I was more free season 1, because
Yeah.
it wasn't so set in stone, the timing. Whereas in season 2, the timing was super. It was set already, so I had to kind of like keep it in the time frame that you did the demo version. Otherwise, like I was saying, it would be difficult to grab the timing between phrases, especially when I'm doing it with another character, and then like to not go too long or too short. So breaking it up was more helpful.
Then, do you have a? So at the studio, the voice actor. So you would go in a room where it's kind of isolated, and so you don't see us. You don't see the sound engineer. You don't see
All right.
anything. Do you prefer that kind of setup versus like if someone was in the room reading the script with you?
Ah, I see what you think. Actually, I do prefer that setup. Okay, so I was in a tiny vocal booth, and then you guys were in like the main room, and I was like, many times I was looking around to see if there's any cameras, because like usually in recording booths, you will have a camera on the person recording just so you can see, and then I was like checking to see if there was a camera in the room, because when we were doing the voiceovers, I get so like dramatic and like into the scene, and I feel really
you have
dumb.
to act it out too. Voice
And
it.
I didn't want you guys to see how dumb I was. Like I'd be rolling my eyes, saying the words, and like with all these hand gestures.
Yeah.
And it felt really silly. But
No, but that's how you should do it. Actually, last time the sound engineer said, if your body isn't there, the voice won't be there.
Yeah.
And that was the first time, when I heard that, it made sense to me.
Yeah.
But I never processed that, kind of in that way. But likewise, I think when we were in the sound booth directing. In season 1, where you said you would do the take, kind of the first take your own way.
Yeah.
Which when it's different than a demo, we would freeze. We'd look at each other and be like,
What just happened?
"That's good, but it's not the demo."
Right.
Do we?
Oh.
So there was an interesting kind of like thing
Okay.
going on with us too that you
Okay.
couldn't see, which I think helped because if you saw us looking confused, I think that would have bothered you. Like,
Right.
Made you second guess
Yeah.
or you kind of make you jump out of the zone, the voice acting zone, and we wanted to keep you there, but we would look at each other and kind of be like,
Was I doing
Was
it
that-
wrong? Because I think that was my first time, so I did want to try to change it.
no,
up.
no, I'm saying
Okay.
I'm saying it's good.
Oh, okay,
I'm saying
okay.
that was good.
There's no right or wrong.
There's no, because we'd
Okay.
be like, that works, right? We'd kind of look at each other like, that works. Okay, move on.
Okay.
But you don't see any of that, right?
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
hear us going, okay, that's good. We're moving on.
You're like, oh yeah, that was different. Like, okay, all right,
Kinda-
I think that works.
Yeah, that's just me buying time to process. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like, okay, works. Move on.
I prefer it when you could take more space, because you did it 3 different ways, right? You did it with a rough sketch animatic, you did it with the actual animation, and then you did it with nothing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the last
Yeah, the
session
last
was
one.
with
So if you could
nothing.
choose, which one would you choose?
I think I like the rough sketch more, just because I see it, but also there's room to put do my own creative thing on it.
Yeah,
I think the most difficult was doing it to the finished product.
really interesting.
Yeah, just because it's like I have to get it exactly, the timing is right, otherwise it'd be too long or whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't
'Cause the
fit
mouth shapes were
yeah,
already-
the mouth
Yeah,
shape and the
the
expressions are already done.
there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're kind of like stuck with you have less to work with.
Yeah, and also actually without the animation was also quite difficult because
Yeah.
I kind of had to like pull it out of thin air exactly what is happening right now. I
Yeah.
think the having animation rough sketches helped with the emotions, but it was really cool how there was during that filming that last episode, you came in and you drew a face on my script
yeah.
to tell me exactly what you pictured Jennie would look like in this moment,
Yeah.
and like that helped a lot. So even just like a little visual of a facial expression, I feel like
Interesting.
was very helpful.
But that's good to know. So maybe we can consider, like, the next time we do something like this, that let's do the voice acting during animatic, right? Because I want the voice actors to.
Which you mean the industry standard? How
Oh.
every animation
What?
is
No,
done?
no, no. Some do it the
Some
way
do
we
it-
did it for season 2. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some do it where the animation
True.
is done.
That's true, but I just think it's cool how we experimented with 3 different ways of recording, and the best way, at least to you, the voice actor and kind of us, is how it's normally done. And
Makes sense.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Is that
Don't break
the
it
right
if
saying?
it's not broke.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
good English, Kevin.
Well, thank you. Now I'm gonna say something fobby to offset that.
I released 2 albums while I was there. Took a long time though. Like I expected. So like I came to Taiwan, I did the competition, and I was like, okay, I'm going to Taiwan, Mom. Forget college. And then she's like,
Wow, Jennie.
Jennie,
hey, you know what?
you were
That's
doing
true.
a Jennie
I
impression.
did do that.